If you are able to catch this live and contribute your presence and energy, we will be tapping into part 2 of our love message. Okay, where we are talking about the 5 ways that the earth angel makes love, and 5 plus 5 makes 10. So earlier today, I dropped the release of the first 5, and we will be getting into the next 5. Okay. So, yeah. Thank you. Gonna give some of you some time to pop in if that's what you want to do. Okay. Once again, I am Shani Zamboto, and here I do self-healing and compassionate conversations, encouraging tarot messages for the chosen ones, oracle messages for the earth angels, erotic tarot, one of my favorites. Because I don't feel like it's touched on like as deeply as I go into it. So that's why I enjoy it. And I do feel a special calling to speak about sensuality, sexuality, tantric practices, and just understanding who you are internally and externally, your sacral energy, when it comes to who you are as a spiritual and human being. Okay. So as this is a pickup from today's earlier reading regarding the Earth Angel Divine Union, where we were seeing that there is a vision here for your union, okay, and that it may have been started by a kiss, okay, but we did see a ring coming up. So if this is possibly even a promise that you guys have already sealed in, the spirit realm of what needs to happen this lifetime and how you're going to pursue that and becoming your highest versions of selves, right? While you're together, because I remember discussing once before that there's some unions that, if it's not bringing you up and ascending you, it's bringing you down, okay? It's either up or down, there really isn't too much of a stagnancy, too much of a period. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just know that you both have a vision to bring to the table, showing like a shared mission here with your divine union. I do want to grab a few of my 5D um, sacred lovers oracle. So let's tap into that and then get into the next 5 ways that the earth angel makes love. And these are mostly speaking on the, I call it intrinsically internal, the visceral, the what you sometimes can't put into words because it's felt through the vibration and the tone and the experience of what you're having happen here, right? So yeah, spirit guide, ancestors, highest creator, align us to this oracle message as we come in to understand this divine union here of earth angels. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Alrighty, let's get into it. What you got for the spirits? What you got for the collective who will be diving into this message? This timeless message for the collective. Mm-hmm. A lot of healing with both counterparts to come into this space of where there's this shared unconditional love chorus, okay? And rebirthing here. I'm saying something about assuming it would be an eclipse or watching the sun. Maybe a sunset. It seems more darker than a sunset. Okay, soulmates here. So this is a very deep divine union where you're meant to build what your ideal of the perfect family is. Earth angel family, I'm hearing. Okay, protector of the portal here wants to come out, as well as spiral inside of me, baby. Okay, so this could be an earth angel is expecting. Okay, this could also mean that you enjoy high level manifestation during your love making sessions with your lover, who is a protector of portals, who enters you like a sacred prayer. Mhm. The venerator of the womb. Okay, so it's like your most tapped in lover when it comes to your womb space. Spiral me lover. Okay, we just had spiral inside of me, and we had spiral me lover. So this is deep healing taking place during the sexual encounters. We're also seeing rainbow chocolate pussy here for the divine feminine, the earth angel with the sweet honey, sticky, juicy, drippy, ancient codes nested between her pussy lips. It's just a beautiful healed space where not only have you healed your chakras down your spinal column, but you've healed like your yoni chakra, your yoni energy. Okay, and this is not just sacral cleansing. This is going within the womb and cultivating a relationship, an ancient primordial relationship. Okay, this could be through meditation and your own proper veneration of the womb, as you have learned what the womb represents this lifetime. Okay, the Cape of Life Elixir. These are some very deep cards coming out. Bless the stroke once again. Brings in prayer. You guys may consider your bodies holy temples or decide to be churchgoers still. So you go to some sort of building still for prayer, even if it's a building that you build yourself. No flesh without frequency. So this is a more than 3D connection here where you guys are connecting in dreams, okay? You guys are connecting in the spirit realm to, I'm seeing, recalibrate, okay? Reorganize your DNA, okay? Quantum Kisses is here as well. Just speaking on, I think I spoke on this in part one of how the DNA, like once you guys saliva touched for your first kiss, and what this card was speaking on the kiss, like y'all been locked in, okay? Like divine shit, locked in, locked in. Going through different healing modalities together, diving into sound healing, some things. The one that the both of you may be artists of some kind that does like healing work. So maybe like sound therapists, or I'm also seeing what was this there? Escape me. Gemini. Okay. So one or the both of you, maybe a Gemini in this connection. I remember we had some Gemini energy popping up on the table, part one. So strong on the Gemini here. It wants to reveal itself in both parts of the collective reading. Okay. 111 is standing out strongly. Okay. Let's do a little talking on number 6 before we get into. So this is Earth Angel Lovemaking, okay? And we're on tip number 6. So the next way that the Earth Angel makes love is with reverence for all bodies, not just the body, not just the temple, right? Your bodies are treated like sacred land, sacred biofields. There is gratitude in how your energy is held within these aspects of the bodies, okay? How it is explored and how it is honored. So with reverence, deep reverence for different bodies, the spirit body. I'm hearing also the You know, the human body, the temple. Okay. And as a divine masculine, you are loving this divine feminine earth angel through regulation, not the chaos, okay, of what may have once been an aspect in any type of way, okay? This is a place where divine feminine earth angel is able to have a nervous system that exhales. Remember, we talked about that safely a lot in part one, okay? This is allowing your nervous system to exhale, allowing your body to become unguarded, okay? Your desire, what you guys create through this beautiful mesh of energies becomes nourishment, okay? Not a depletion. And I do want to speak deeply on that because there are levers that you have that will milk your body dry. Capricorn here, okay? As well as Libra. Welcome in. Lovely to have you here. 111 on the time. Okay. Have your love fought sought for my love every lifetime. So this speaks of the ancient resonance of the lover's timeline. How there are some lovers who you will experience at first glance, at first touch, at first kiss, like part two and part one heavily speaks on at first fuck. But it leads you down this deep rabbit hole. And this could be while you're actually in the experience of whatever encounter it is, right? Because there's so many different aspects to take from it. But within that, noticing, feeling, even if it's viscerally, meditatively, your third eye is showing you that, like, a flash of, oh my gosh, 10 lifetimes past of like, this is the energy that you've connected with every time at your highest timeline, okay? I'm seeing that like your partner leaves very deep vibrations on your skin. So it's like someone who's been like yay close to your neck and you're just like, oh my god, stop. And you may not even be like a ticklish type of person. But it makes you laugh so bad. It makes you laugh so bad. Too many cards. Yes, and the other card connected to that was my pussy swells when it hears your voice. And you're divine feminine, you're tapped into your lover. You know that this is not in any type of lustfulness. Like your pussy knows your lover's voice. Your pussy knows your lover's emotions. Your pussy knows your lover's vibration, right? Like, and this is why, you know, y'all can hold each other so deeply. It's energetic. Okay. Okay. Coming up to step 7 is that the earth angel who has this sweet love like honey loves through breath and rhythm, which is literally what I was just speaking on. So nothing but a confirmation as we're speaking on the different vibrations here, right? As earth angels, when we're in these deep bonds and encounters, okay, there's a naturally synced breath, okay? There can be a naturally synced movement. And I mean the way you're walking with this person, the not just way of your arms together. Even sometimes the way y'all look alike, like they can be like, oh my God, how long y'all been together? Because you know how to say like couples who've been together for a long time, they look alike, which is to me true and strangely odd. But also, this is something that you may experience in a very early on encounter with your soulmate, right? Your twin flame, your true left this lifetime is taking on their movement, taking on the way that they look. And you guys have maybe only been knowing each other in this lifetime for a shorter period than most of your relationship. Okay. And within this breath and rhythm, there is being created a trance-like heart connectedness. Okay. And this connectedness is a flow. Okay. It is not urgency. Okay. And this is a divine masculine when connected with the divine feminine earth angel aspect is able to open the heart of divine feminine before her body, okay? Through their words, through their gaze, through their breath, through their rhythm, through the synchronization, okay? This is a union where the connection arrives first and always first. There is not penetration before the connection. Come on, we've all been there, okay? But we're talking about high level love here, or high 5D frequency and above love, okay? Where the body, the spirit, the soul blueprint follows willingly, okay? So this is a very deep love as I begin to express, and hope that those who are able to connect here are deeply experiencing. And if not, it's definitely on the way, because nothing is coincidence here. It was all willed, all the part of your divine blueprint and plan, okay? We have that also your silence is louder than your words could ever be, okay? And this could, I'm seeing two different ways here that this is applied, of course, a multitude outside of that, but that sometimes like you and your lover may be vocal, right? Extremely vocal, but sometimes you guys have like very quiet sex, and it's like, damn, that was a quiet bomb session, which is really sexy, you know, like you don't always have to be dialed in with oohs and ahs, which are nice. You can be dialed in with like breath and more energy being shared of like certain places being intertwined and touched, like forehead to forehead, lips to lips, heart to heart. All right. Divine Feminine, you are so filthy. This has come up twice. So I just know this is like your favorite little move where it's like y'all both getting like some extreme pleasure at the same time, okay? Because I am also a Divine Feminine who, and I'm sure there's many lovers, I hope, who's done this move. I'm gonna just let you read it yourself, okay? Okay, I'm gonna be listening to reading. Hit me from the back, I will caress your balls. Okay, and this is also a match for the mirroring card for the part one of how this is a very vocal, feminine energy. Okay, she will not hesitate to let you know in what energy, you know, that she wants to experience everything, you know. I'm sure you know. Okay. What else we got here? Let me into the tunnel of your throat chakra, like literally flew out of here. Just signifying, okay, you know, we are very healed by, you know, speaking our truths here, but this is a masculine who, you know, wants to help you a little more deeply here, sister. And get the back of that neck. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Vocal, okay? Because he's gonna tell you exactly how he wants it, or you know, you're going to telepathically sense it, which is just a part of you guys' connection. And then also, I'm sensing that this is something that you always want. In a sense of like, you're always down for a beautiful love making session with your earth angel love, right? Okay, so we have some sexy music coming up and some confirmation of how deeply and telepathically your love connection is here as angel. Okay, so we have Sleep in Your T-shirt, Beyonce. So you may be sleeping in your lover's T-shirt. Go ahead on and make sure you look that up. I'm not here to promote her, but that's a good ass song. So part of it goes, let me read it. Look, let me go and grab it. Because it channeled, there was a channeled song in the first one too. So I was like, let's go ahead and do like we did part one. I think it's called T-shirt. T-shirt Beyonce. I think it's from her own like self-titled album. I don't believe it was from like an album with the group. That's too funny. All right, you roll for that because you know I know this album like the back of my goddamn hand. And it says that it's Destiny's Child, 2004. So the song opens up. Y'all don't laugh at me because I'm being really performative right now. So Spirit told me to do, but anyway. Oh my God, what part of the song do you want to sing? It's so much. I think I'm gonna do this one. But anyway, so Beyonce opens up the song and she says, "Hey baby, I wish you could see what I have on right now. You're so sexy. Imagine how intense it would be to hold me right now." Our song's playing. And then she comes in, which I'm gonna go to the second verse because that's one of my favorite verses, but she goes, "And I, when you're far and I'm alone, I feel the fabric from your t-shirts flow through my thighs. I can still hear your baritone in my ear telling me you're taking slow my mind." All right, so this is my favorite part. They are so nasty for the song, but it's so sweet. But yeah, so when you're not here, asleep in your t-shirt, I wish you were here to take off your t-shirt after we make love. I'm asleep in your t-shirt, wake up in your t-shirt. I smell the scent of your cologne. There's only been one person ever whose shirt I really wanted. Oh, so funny. All right. This is one of my favorite verses. I think Kelly does this second verse. She said, "Outside, I hear the rain on my window pane. Hold up a minute, thought I heard your name, my mind. Playing tricks on me again. I hear knocks at the door. Is that my baby home? Why couldn't it be reality? Looked at the clock and it says 4:03 at night. You'll be arriving on the plane. Then we'll be making love and hearing us all again." So yeah, Spirit wanted me to sing. I actually have not really sung that song besides the T-shirt part because I have other like favorite songs from their albums. But yeah, that was so cute. Okay, Spirit, I feel you. I feel you tapped on into that. So let's get into that. Y'all, next card is Coming Together. What the fuck? Okay. So these are Earth Angels who come together. Greetings. How are you, handsome? Mwah. Much love to you. Okay, so this is where y'all coming together. Y'all are so connected that like your chakras are vibrating literally in bliss at the same time. And like this is the first time Spirit is giving it to me like this because usually, it's coming together. It's natural, but it's not a common phenomenon, I would say. Not for me, at least. So to have something where this is like a 99.9 scenario, you and this partner are very tapped into one another, very much just like ooze and drip for each other like honey, okay? Very ancient and very connected, very primordial. Okay. I'm hearing sleeping in your vagina. All right. So also we have holy orgasms, which just kind of goes along with coming together because that it's so explosive. There's not typically like puny, puny shared climaxes. Let's call it that. And this is love that's rooted in purity. So the orgasms come out organically in a way that is, like I said, rooted in something that's pure. Okay. Any additional messages from our 5D lovers frequency oracle? Okay, so our next way that the Earth Angel makes love is by opening the heart first. Okay. The emotional connection leads. The connection of the third eye of the highest mind leads as well. Okay. The connection of the soul to the self leads as well. This would be like your highest self here. Okay. And with this, a divine masculine who is able to be a reflection of this earth angel divine feminine aspect is passionately rooted, okay, and not hungrily chaseful, okay. This masculine doesn't take away, but more so meets you in your heart space, okay. He doesn't take away from the connection that's between you and yourselves, but he allows you to be met by him, okay. Being able to feel fuller, not emptied by these encounters, okay. This is very deep, very juicy, very refreshing, very blissful in a way that the persons who you are giving this beautiful, sacred, creative, um, delicious frequency to is able to hold your capacity, okay? It's able to sense you at the heart level first, okay? Sacred code release, okay? So this is very deep here, okay? These are a lot of very ancient, sacred, primordial releases that are coming out during everything that you are all are experiencing together, okay? The healing, the synchronized orgasmic encounters, and this doesn't have to be with penetration only, okay? We are allowed orgasms without penetration, okay? I'm seeing 69 and nuptials here. Okay. The ninth way that the earth angel loves out of 10 is with grounded passion. Okay. Grounded means warm, steady, rooted. Okay. Grounded means nourishing, not draining. Okay. So this earth angel, divine feminine, provides back to you the energy of the sun, is what spirit is saying. You know, if you get it, you get it. The body is honored as a sacred sanctuary by divine masculine. Okay. Every portal, place, crevice, inch of you is approached with ancient gratitude, not a hungry entitlement. Okay. The body is honored through sacredcy. Okay, we're going to finish up on our point number 10 after we finish up reading these next few cards till the sun comes up. Okay, y'all are making love until the sun comes up. I'm happy you were able to catch my live as well. Mwah, lovely to have you. And this is also a beautiful union where y'all are both in esteem joy, okay? Because you know why? You've did your work as a self-developed, high-level being, supreme being is what I'm hearing on this plane, okay? You've did the healing, okay? You've did, what else am I hearing here? The shadow work, okay? You've went inside yourself. A lot of self-analyzations here, okay? A few transmutations of the DNA. Okay, we are not locked into the DNA that we were born in. Things like doormat, certain things are given to us after particular initiations. After certain cleanses on the bloodline, there are particular DNA that can be refreshed and or unlocked tapped into that hadn't been tapped into with anyone on the bloodline among the centuries, the millennia that your bloodline may have existed. Okay, so this is a union where you both are in elation of what is being grown here because it's reciprocal, okay? Because it's enlightened, because it deeply awakens you at the soul core frequency, okay? Seeing here that divine masculine is well endowed. Well endowed. And the final card here is Will You Marry Me? For this particular deck, I'll see if Spirit wants me to go into any others, which is what I've been speaking on since part one. But because in part one, the ring came out. And in part one, the kiss came out. And in part one, the vision came out. So if you feel connected to part two of this reading, okay, as the starborn, as the starseed, as the earth angel, filled with agape, okay? If you know what agape is, because some people have never heard of agape, then you know that this message is for you. If you have not heard of agape, then it's time that you've tapped into the agape frequency, AGAPE, okay? Will you marry me? Which just really puts the icing on the cake of what is being experienced here between the vision that's being held between you two. When two souls connect, when two souls intertwine and find this deep vision for life, a deep mutuality, okay? This creates something catastrophic, okay? In the most beautiful way. More of like a catalyzation. Sometimes it doesn't feel deeply connected to that particular word. But yes, like a cocoon. Things are being held, things are being matured, things are blossoming and transforming effortlessly. And we had effortless love earlier in part one, you know. I'm seeing that you want me to pull one of these cards. Let me grab the rest of them. Pardon me. All right. So, Spirit wants me to pull about 2 or 3 of these, and then we will be closing out this live. Okay. What do you want me to know, Spirit? There's something Spirit wants me to know. Okay. I've been divinely guided to grab this deck. And I've broken it on the same masculine twice. The King of Pentacles. All right, let's get to our final tip. Spirit is reminding me, Carl, you finished step number 10. All right, so the 10th and final way, which is not the end of the list. Okay, the list goes on, but I'm just doing 10, guys. That an earth angel makes love is with an exchange of the soul. Okay, this is not a 3D transaction. Love making feels like communion, okay? Two energies meeting, giving, receiving, and leaving each other whole, okay? And when divine masculine is met face to face with this earth angel aspect, and when there is a party, we are known that earth angels, we are loved at a higher frequency level than we were found at, right? That is the goal. And I wouldn't call it a goal, but the life lesson, right? Are these encounters bringing you deeper, more blissfully, more joyfully into yourself? Or are you falling into chaotic, patterning of but you don't want to enjoy this lifetime, you know? So, yes, Earth Angel love doesn't consume, it restores, okay? So, whether we're together or apart, you are experiencing a deep level of light, a deep level of replenishment, a deep level of nourishment, a deep level of the sweetest honey that you'll ever get to taste, that will ever ooze all over you, in your mouth, in your heart, in your pineal, okay? In your solar plexus, feeding you confidence, in your sacral, fucking you creatively, allowing you to be this rooted, peaceful understanding of self. Whatever you understand yourself to be when you're growing next to your divine love, right? But yes, those are the 10 ways. And next, we're going to be talking about the veneration of the divine masculine to the womb, okay? So I will be getting into that in the next live, which I will be doing after dinner. Need to go prepare dinner. I was told to finish up the next 5 and go make dinner. My spirit, guys. I'm being obedient, guys. Okay, the Empress is here and she's pregnant. I remember speaking not only saying dun 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 dun, and then Will You Marry Me is coming up here, but also speaking on a pregnancy, partly because of the vision here and how things are being held womb-like here, but also thank you for the cards. I'll be taking those and the bottom of the deck. Thank you. The cards out here. So we've gotten a few cards here, but let me finish speaking on the Empress, who is the highest creator of life within the deck, okay? Highly abundant, highly esteemed maternally, okay? Like a rabbit, deeply fertile. One of the highest representations of divine feminine energy, the abundance and fertility of the womb, of the pineal, of the heart, okay? These are the mothers to earth aspects. Very caring, sensual, okay? And perhaps pregnant. Here to transform, here to be a divine seer. Highly beautiful, okay? But then we also have here coming out the Queen of Wands, who is confident but independent, a social butterfly, creative but self-assured, passionately determined, charismatic, deeply optimistic. Okay, seeing Aries energy here. This typically Earth energy here with the Empress. Wait, so. And then we also, second to last, have the Chariot here. Okay, and the Chariot here is representing the action, the moving forward, the duality of masculine and feminine in divinity here. Okay. Two opposing forces working toward a common goal. The negativity of the woman's charge, the positivity of the masculine's charge, okay? Come together to work towards a common goal is what I sense here for the Chariot card, okay? Also here with Cancer, okay? Final card on the bottom of the deck was the Two of Cups here. And I want to show why we're stopping here, okay? Not only did Spirit say only 3 cards, and I just saw at the bottom of the deck, but I want to show how connected these 2 cards are with the Two of Cups and the Kiss, okay? This is a very deep divine union. You guys love to hold hands. Y'all love to love on each other. Y'all love to love, okay? This is unconditional. This is... comments here. Thank you for your comments. This is a soul tie, a close bond, a healthy soul tie. Let me put emphasis on that. Okay, a mutual and reciprocal respect. Okay, or joining of forces. And when I say forces, I'm hearing Neo. I'm a movement by myself, but we're a force when we're together. And that's what happens with the polarity as well. Two negatives, but essentially still, it's the same energy, two positive, same energy. When you connect the negative with the positive, you get this beautiful polaric dance, okay? Two different energies that have joined, boundless. So, yes, final card here of unified love is the Two of Cups. This wishing and commanding so much more sacredcy and divine codes to be released for you and your lover. So much more exploration of who you guys are at the soul core frequency individually and as earth angels on a shared mission. Okay? You're highly chosen, highly protected, deeply entwined in a beautiful connection here that most don't get to experience on this planet. Let's be serious here, okay? Most don't get to experience what you're having, and you guys have vision, you guys have passion, you guys have unconditional love, you guys have starseed energy, okay? You were not placed in this beautiful union to lose yourself, but to find yourself even more deeply, to enjoy the pleasures of life in deeper bliss than you've already been able to enjoy it alone and with others, right? Someone who's going to assist you in analyzing, and you assist them in analyzing and building mills and nations and more planets and stars together, right? More healing, most of all. But as I said, congratulations on your nuptials. And don't forget to make love till the sun comes up, baby. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Shani's and both are checking out. Like, share, subscribe if you found this to be resonance for you. Love you guys. Thank you, Earth Angels. Thank you so much for your love, Black Dot.